he comes to you. Questions on your...
What did I say before about predators?
Yeah. You said they were okay. Didn't you say it was okay?
Predators.
No. They can transfer different types of worms to you. And unfortunately, see, it doesn't really happen if you make compost that heats up. If it doesn't heat up, then that's where you get the problem. I mean, do you make compost? Who makes compost here? Nobody here.
Well, if you make compost, you don't have manure in it. You're making your own compost from vegetables and stuff.
Well, you're supposed to have manure in compost.
Really?
Oh yeah. If you're making compost and have no manure in it, then you're not really, you're not technically making compost. You're making, your soil is decomposing and it's turning black, right? It turns nice and dark. But take that to a lab and you'll find, well, where's the bunch of stuff? There's going to be a lot of stuff missing.
It won't attract flies, things like that.
No, that's why you add manure to the compost, because manure has the bacteria.
So you,
And some nitrogen, food on it, and everything eats it right up.
so you buy a soil that has manure in it, or like the soils have manure. How do you get the manure?
Well, there are lots of ways. When I was young and really into it, I would go out into the country and just visit the farm. Watch it! That was good. The cameraman was walking away with the headphone, and it was one of those things. Chicken manure, horse manure, cow manure. I used to get lava manure, rabbit's manure. Go out to the farm and get wherever I can get, and that's, if you could do that, that's great. Otherwise, you have to buy in the store, and it'll say chicken manure, or the compost will say made with this. I have a problem with a lot of manures that you buy in the stores and stuff like that, only because they could come from sick creatures, for starters. Cow manure can be. There's no law that says they have to be healthy to get their manure. As a matter of fact, it's not. And then on top of that, there's not really composted, and there's lots of things that could happen, like the mad cow disease you could get from the cow manure, the blood manure, and the bone meal, because it's not healthy to begin with. None of that's healthy in terms of the animals are sick. So if you live on a country, people have horses, people have chickens, people have rabbits. I happen to know people have llamas. Llamas are little pellets, time-release fertilizer, great. The rabbit manure, little round little pellets, time-release fertilizer. It means it's cold, it doesn't burn. You put it in the ground, put tomatoes there. My God, it's attacking me! Help! See?
Rabbit poop?
Rabbit poop.
Ah.
Rabbit poop, very high nitrogen. Tomatoes go, boom. What do I got? And what you do with rabbit poop or llama manure, you put in a pantyhose, make a tea out of it. Stir it up in a few hours and then spray it. Don't drink it, spray it. And what you do is you add coffee cream and sugar to that and spray it.
Oh, how about worm castings?
I'm not kidding. Coffee cream and sugar is good for plants.
If you put worm castings, is that considered manure?
Yeah, I consider it manure because it's poo-poo of the earthworms,
Yeah,
right?
that's really good.
And it's the best stuff you can get, but that's already composted. But it has its own worm bacteria, but not the same as all the other different ones.
Then you buy the worms. She sells
But-
the worms too.
Right, but if you can get a hold of earthworm castings, forget making compost. Just use the earthworm casting, because that's the best compost you can. There's two of the best composts in the world that you can get. It's the elephant manure compost, the biggest, and the earthworm, the smallest. Interesting enough, because I was talking to you about elephant manure compost. You make compost out of elephant manure. I used to call it Malibu Gold, organic gold. It was like, and actually I made a mistake because, elephant manure is a big pile, right? And you leave it alone, you get a chainsaw. You have to cut blocks out. I remember I stuck a shovel in and went and did something, and it hardens. You have to compost it differently.
You said you don't use lime?
I don't use lime. I don't use gypsum.
You said it affects the human being. Did you?
No, I said lime. I said that the gypsum and things like that, they're okay, but they're not a complete diet. Rock dust is a blend of all these things in it. That's what makes it so good. And I get rock dust from different parts of the world because there are different things in them. See, so the one here in Encinitas is 30% calcium, really good. But I get stuff called from Arizona, which is different stuff from Fayetteville, Arkansas, stuff from Canada called glaciers. From the glaciers, they crush it up. And then I blend those together. See? Yes.
Coffee grounds.
Coffee grinds, yeah. See, coffee grinds. Very good. Do? Who?
What's in it? What?
It's coffee.
Just
It's coffee.
beans, I mean,
Starbucks, if you get them.
is it
Yeah,
minerals?
The thing about coffee is,
Coffee grinds?
They'll give them to you.
yeah, Starbucks is good. I wouldn't have used the name. We may have to cut it out from the thing because.
Sorry.
Hey, if we're cutting it out, can I just tell them the way it is, Jeff, and then we cut it out later? Well, see, the coffee grinds is good because you already drank the chemicals.
Good, I like that.
Yeah, they did a study and they said, gee, you don't worry about the coffee grinds. It's the coffee that you drank. They did.
Gotta make happy worms.
Because that's what it is. You know, coffee next to cotton is the most polluted, the most sprayed with chemicals. Coffee, there's cotton, and then there's coffee. That they really doused it with chemicals, one form or another. Okay? So if you get organic grown coffee, shade grown preferably, you know what shade grown means, it's grown under other trees. Coffee, say cut everything, grow coffee. You know, that's environmentally bad too. You know, you need the forest. Coffee plants are not going to help us with the global warming, I don't think. You know? And what was I talking about? Coffee. The coffee is really good. Coffee is really good. It's acidic.
Right.
For starters, it's acidic. So that's why I tell people make a second batch of coffee for your make a batch. Ding. Make one batch for you, second batch for your plants. And you can actually, what you really do is, this is a trick for killing aphids and soft-bodied creatures, like on your roses and your vegetables. Make a batch of coffee, make another batch steaming hot, pour that little sucker in your sprayer, run out as fast as you can, mist your plants with it.
As it's hot.
Well, it's hot. As a matter of fact, here's a secret. Here's a secret. You don't need coffee. It's just boiling hot water. It's just boil the water until it's extremely hot. Put it into whatever. Don't do like I did. I poured it into one of those plastic things. It melted. You know, it went. So I got a little.
The plant?
No, I got a little pump thing, a little small pump thing. Filled it up with boiling water. Ran out there as fast as I could and missed it. And the way you can tell it's not going to hurt. Put your hand out and mist it. See if it burns you. It won't. You'll feel it warm. You'll be warm, and that warm is enough, raises the temperatures of the bugs. This guy invented a device. He takes it out in the middle of the field, the little steamer, steams everything up, hooks up a hose, and it just mists the crops. And the Department of Agriculture won't give him a pattern, won't let him do it because it works.
And that won't hurt any plant, right? Whether
No, I go out to my roses on the porch because the guy next door got roses and it was full of aphids and all the aphids came over and they said, oh, look, this is nice. You can hang out over here. I just went out. I actually did the coffee, organic coffee, of course. Boiling hot, put in my little thing, mist them like that. They're gone.
There's another way to do it, because we were out there yesterday picking the moss.
So you don't like the hot stuff? You know,
We don't have the metal pump yet.
you don't need a metal pump. Just get a regular plastic thing. Turn the hot water on. Let it sit there until it gets really hot. Put your thing in there. Put the top on. Run out and mist it. There are lots of things you can add to the water to really make it work. Water by itself works fine. I figure, well, if you're going to be out there, might as well feed them. So if you put, you know, if I add cream and sugar, it cools it off. See? So sometimes I should do coffee, cream, and sugar. And cream and sugar is very good. Coffee is acidic. You spray it on a plant, the plants go, oh, what do they do with sugar? Come on, 6th grade. You all must have missed the 6th grade botany class. You must have missed the 6th grade botany class is what you did because it's called photosynthesis. They take it and convert it to sugar.
Don't panic. It's organic. The way that nature intended it. So for advice to help your plants, why not give Andy's way a chance? You mainly control all pesky elements. He'll even teach you how to dance with them, so don't panic. It's organic. No chemicals to make the earth sick. No panic. It's organic. The way that nature intended it.